We're thinking 1 or 2. It should start to end, and it seems like it's about 2 o'clock already. I mean, it's what, 11:15. It seems a lot later than that. It does look as though things are looking a little better here. The visibility is better as we look at our Sky 10 weather cam here along Ambassador. Notice the tracks here. Now, people are traveling in those areas. It's a slush, but what's going to happen, all of that's going to freeze extremely hard tonight on the roadways, and there's going to be a layer of ice on this. It's going to be almost impossible to drive on. So we may see a little sun this afternoon, believe it or not, before it sets. If it does, it could melt some of this and then the refreeze tonight. There's no way all of this is going to melt today or tomorrow. Even if we see a lot of sun tomorrow, it's probably we'll probably have snow on the ground till Friday. 25 feels like temperature, 11 north winds at about 20. Here's what it looks like from the Popalock location as we take a check out that shot. That is just an interesting shot that you rarely see in South Louisiana. Blizzard conditions, American flag blowing in the wind, and no one on the road, at least not in this shot. We've had a few cars zipping through there with some of these shots, but one of those days to stay inside and enjoy family time playing in the snow, and just an historic event that all of us are going to remember. We may not see anything like this again in our lives in South Louisiana. Looking a little better in New Iberia, visibility is better. You can see the car lot there, a lot of snow on the vehicles, and then still low visibility as we take a look here up in Opelousas. You see that north wind that continues out of the northeast at about 15 miles per hour, still snowing pretty heavily here. Winter storm warning in the pink, blizzard warning. I don't think a blizzard warning's ever been issued across this part of the country. This is Lafayette Parish's west, all the way across the I-10 corridor. And still, if you live in St. Martin Parish, St. Landry, Iberia, you're still seeing blizzard conditions. Surprised they didn't extend that further east. But the heaviest snows, the models did a good job with this right along that I-10 corridor. We're going to see, we've seen 8 already at the station. We're probably going to get close to 10, and I think that's going to be the case for many areas of Acadiana, especially along the I-10 corridor back toward Crowley, Rain, Jennings, maybe up into Opelousas. Maybe not as much there, but it's going to be close. And Iberia Parish, 4 to 6, and the snow goes all the way down into the Gulf of Mexico. Starting to see it into the west, so like I said, maybe a few more hours before it moves on out of here. North winds at 37. That's the wind gust. In Lafayette, 36 in New Iberia. So that wind chill is very dangerous if you're going to be out playing in the snow. You might want to take a lot of breaks, come in and warm up, because you can get frostbite. I got it one time when I was a kid playing out in the snow too long, and it's not fun. We don't talk about that much around here, but exposed again to real low wind chills can cause frostbite. So 24 Opelousas, 25 in Lafayette, 26 in New Iberia. Here's the feels like temperature, 11. That's what it feels like. And we could see lows tonight this cold as we go down to about 11 to 12 degrees across some areas of Acadiana, because that snow is going to make that snowpack a little bit colder. Snow all the way offshore there as we're looking. We'll probably get some pictures from offshore. At least 100 miles offshore it's snowing. Just a rare scene here. And the snow band's a little further north than what the models were indicating. You go back to 2014 when they had Snowmageddon, and Alabama and Georgia, when people were stranded on the interstates for a day or two. It's because that snow went a little further north. This is a similar situation. Sometimes the precip shield goes further north than what the models indicate, and we're starting to see that move north of, it looks like, I-20 now. But just a rare scene for the Deep South, especially for South Louisiana, and starting to taper off now in Houston. But no go from Houston all the way over into the Florida Panhandle along I-10. Now, Future Track, I think it has a pretty good handle on when this moves out of here, mid-20s, and then it moves it out about 3 o'clock. Now, when the snow ends, we could warm up a little bit, especially if we see a little sun. There's 3:30, maybe some breaks back across the western parishes, but still tonight, lower to mid-teens, so that's going to be the pipe bursting weather. And then at 11 o'clock tomorrow, 31. I think we go above freezing tomorrow, and we'll see some sunshine coming back tomorrow. We've pretty much checked all of these off, 4 to 8 inches, 10 inches across some areas. Sleet, we saw a little bit of that earlier this morning, hazardous travel. You can look at the traffic cams and look outside. We're seeing that. Road closures, seeing that. We've seen power outages with Entergy down in Youngsville, Slimco or Clico, some power outages. And then the problem is tonight, the pipe bursting weather. We haven't seen that in full force yet. That's going to be later tonight as temperatures go down to about 10 to 15 degrees. So there are the next 7 days. 34 tomorrow. Things improve. The sun can still melt the snow even though temperatures are below freezing, but we should get just above freezing, but still 16 Thursday morning. We're going to have issues Thursday morning on the roadways, and then looks like a slow warm up. 41 looks much better, but that's still about 20 degrees below normal for this time of year. Mostly sunny on Friday, 46. Look at Saturday. The weekend looks good, 59, 70 on Sunday, with a chance of rain coming back as we go into Monday. I'm sure a lot of folks will be ready for spring after this snowstorm. So the record ever that we know of since records have been kept, 1895, 14 inches in Lafayette. And I think it was close to 20-something in Crowley. So I don't know if we get that much, but we're going to be very close. We've already beat the 1960 record, which was like 4.5 or something. So, and we've always said we're due for something like that. It's been 130 years. And it looks like this one is going to rival that one for sure. But use extreme caution if you're going to be out and about. And we have Trevor out there now, and he's been out there all morning building snowmen. And somebody's down there. Who is that, Trevor, down there behind you building?
That's Lydia.
Lydia building a snowman.
Yep.
Well, how's it going? It looks like it's let up a little bit. The visibility looks better, but you're looking. We measured earlier. It's about 8 inches out there, right?
Yeah, it's about 8.5 to 9 inches now, so we may get about another inch or so, but things will be wrapping up in the next probably hour or two. The snow has lessened a bit. One thing I've noticed is the winds have died down, so it's really gotten colder, it feels like. And these are some really thick snowflakes. It's not snowing as hard as it was, but the snow that is coming down is very thick. So again, we can maybe add another inch or two to all the totals before all is said and done. So we could probably end up about 8 to 10 inches across the I-10 corridor moving further south towards the coast. Again, you were mentioning the records that this storm could break. 4.7 inches set in Lafayette, set back in 1960. It looks like that may be shattered. Again, we're getting unconfirmed reports of 8 to 9 already, and we still have maybe an hour or so to go. So that will probably be broken. So this will probably be the second largest snowfall in Lafayette on record in 130 years. Of course, the 1895 event, you were alluding to that, 14 inches. That will probably never be broken. The 24 inches, that was in Rain, Louisiana with that system. Again, probably something that will never be broken. That would be really hard, but with the way things are going, who knows? Hopefully this is the last snow of the winter. It's fun when it happens, but then it's like, okay, it's time to warm up, right? When we start getting into February and March, we're kind of getting ready for spring. We probably will have to deal with the cold through at least March and April, but hopefully this is the last major snow. Again, this is rare. We haven't seen this since 1960, so you could be 60-something years old and have never seen this before in your life. And so it's definitely something. Even across Acadia Parish earlier, they got thunder snow. You know how rare that is, even up north, to get thunder snow, and we saw it here in Acadiana. So just what a day this really was, and now we just need to play it safe. Everything is going to freeze overnight, so you just need to stay indoors, stay warm, and just kind of hunker down here. This is going to stay like this through tomorrow. The snow will stop, but the ice will stay on the road through tomorrow. The sun may come out. We may get above freezing. That may help us a little bit for tomorrow afternoon, but a lot of this ice, especially when you got 8 inches of snow on the ground, it's not going to melt that quickly. So this will probably stay on the road. Teens again Thursday morning. So schools, I don't want to speak for anyone, but schools may be out Thursday as well, the way it's looking now. We may not get back to normal until Friday or Saturday when things really begin to heat up and all of this snow begins to melt. So for now, it's getting cold out here. I can't really feel my fingers. My toes, they've been long gone since about 9 o'clock. So I'll send it back over to you guys in the warm studio.